Welcome back everyone, my name's Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wasteland 3. Where we left off last time, we were headed into Colorado Springs for the grand final encounter of the game. This is going to be the last video of the series. We're going to do everything in this video. The Payaso Fuego says, "Burn, baby, burn." There's...
Stop! Don't make me shoot you!
The gangs will never stop!
God damn it! I warned you!
She's not going to be thrilled. I thought I could count on you, Rangers. Thought we were friends.
Then you roll in here with the gangs and start ripping up my town? Can't have that, Rangers. That will not stand. Marshals! Open fire!
So we immediately are put in combat with the Marshals. We are now hated with them, by the way. And they get the first round, which is... ooh, that's bad. At least we have some Payasos here to die for us.
Taking the high ground! Fucking move, buddy!
I'm loading!
Okay. This is not going particularly well for us. Do we get a turn soon? If we can kill a few of them, we'll be fine. And you know, if all the gangsters don't die immediately... Which... How did a Godfisher come with us? They all left.
Dance, pendejo, dance!
Oh, our dog's here at least. And maybe Angela will do something useful. She has 7,000 hit points. She should be tanking this. Well, she's going to do something anyways. Hey, she rallied us. That's kind of nice. Okay, so we need to do so many things. We need to pick him up, I suppose, first. That gives her a huge damage boost, and she still has enough AP to use to shoot twice at least. Let's injury kit him. He can med hypo himself, but I just want to get rid of the injury first, and then she should still have 3 shots worth, so yeah. Okay, that guy's dead. And she had a lucky shot, so she's good to go on that. Let's move her away. So 2 of them are dead now. We need to get him up here. 6 AP to get up here. 5 to that guy. Let's do that. So then he can swing twice and kill him. Almost killed him in 1 hit. Alright. He's in range of for the next round. Just defend for now. It's not going to be very useful, but still. If we move up, we get a 90% chance against Miss Torres there, and that's probably going to be our best bet with him. And he got a lucky shot, so she is dead now. Daisy is still there as well. Nothing we can do about Daisy at the moment with him. Let's move up and start punching. We missed. We hit. Daisy's not thrilled with us, but that's, you know, the reality of the situation. Sometimes you gotta crack some eggs to crack some eggs. That is possibly the worst shooting area we could possibly have asked for. Let's move a little bit more. Maybe to like... Ugh, it's just all bad. Let's move up here. Which is still bad. Shit. Damn, Scotchmo, that critical hit you got was insanely high. Alright, so we killed those guys. We got a special gun, what is it? Daisy's rifle. 49 to 59 times 5, which is maybe better than this, assuming we put some mods on it. In fact, it's probably much better because it actually gives... Yeah, it's so much better. Okay, let's modify this weapon. We'll put a barrel on it. We need a decent scope. Crit? Nah. Don't want to lose that much range. Good chance for the underbarrel. It's fine. And we do need some sort of scope. Range minus 5 meters is a lot though. Crit chance plus 10% is pretty good though. I mean, such range normally 15. That's a pretty hefty. That's a 33% drop in range. I'm just gonna do the 3% crit and just call it there. One magazine size isn't gonna make a difference. Actually, the reload one might be better. No, because actually neither of them are good. Doesn't really even make a difference. We'll put this one in, fine. Let's put it on. It takes more AP to shoot, but its damage is quite a lot higher. So, per shot, I think it'll do way more damage. Alright, there is a lockpicking ammo box here. Let's go grab that. Not that it really matters, but there's some ammo to grab. You can't get into the range or the martial base, so that's not really anything we're going to be able to do. And we're heading up this way. There's a house in here.
Rangers, please! The gangs are ransacking the city. Save us!
Who do you think led us here? Thanks, Rangers. You're the best.
Shop isn't worth your time. The good loot's in the Patriarch's palace.
Yeah, now you're talking. I'm gonna steal me a gold-plated shitter. Arriba los payasos!
I mean, yes, people don't need to die necessarily.
Appreciate the help, Rangers. If you need anything from the shop, it's yours.
What do you got? I mean, I could have taken it anyways, obviously, but what do you have in here? Do you have anything?
Good luck out there.
Appreciate.
Okay, let's look around. Maybe there's something I'm missing here. I'm not seeing any sort of like chests or containers. Oh, there's an armor crate right in the back. It's just very well hidden. Oh, it's got a power armor helmet. Not particularly useful at this point of the game. We found a million of them. I've sold a whole bunch, but fine. There's also a med pack here. Surrounded by just a ton of explosives. I wonder why this one med kit was so well defended. Weird. Is anyone injured, by the way? No, everyone's good. Perfect. We are well on our way to facing off against the Patriarch for good. We could have killed that payaso if we needed to, but there's no point. Shit, the Patriarch's...
The Patriarch's tanks got us pinned down! Run out there and draw fire!
Fuck you! You run out there! In the name of the Patriarch, I order you to
It's a
surrender!
huge tank.
Suck my ass! Tell the Patriarchs to stop hiding in that tank like a pussy!
Take cover. I'll handle these savages.
Well then. Alrighty. So, now Scotchmel's bugged out again, so that means we're gonna need to save and load, which is fine. We'll do that when we get in the building.
Uh-oh, folks. Sounds like there's trouble in the old museum. Please walk to the exit.
Okay, let's save. Quick load. Hopefully that'll fix our little movement problem. Alright, so we're looking for a computer. It's actually in this room, but you can see that there's lockpicking impossible. So you need to find out where this thing goes.
Please walk to the exit folks?
Which is an excellent question because I actually don't remember where it goes. I think it comes... Oh yeah, okay. So let's move someone here. And then we go all the way over here. There's also a button. There we go. And now we can use the compooper. Emergency lockdown. Blast doors locked and elevator functions disabled. To cancel lockdown, please enter admin ID and press cancel. We can just nick mechanics or nerd stuff far away. The lights and the alarms stop, and the warning on the computer screen stops flashing. In its place is the message: lockdown canceled. Blast doors unlocked and elevator function restored. Queued commands will now execute. Thank you, administrator. And now we're ready for the final battle. This is it. This is actually, unless they patched it since the last time I've done it, there's a pretty fun and relatively easy way to win this fight. The door is unlocked. You can hear the Patriarch's troops behind it. Open it, and you will be face to face with him. Here we go. So our truck comes up from the ground in a crate.
There you are, you Reavers. What have you done? We had a deal.
We had a deal. And it ended. Your deal was with our commanding officer. We've got our own ideas and they don't include you.
So that's the way it is. Just another gang of idiots willing to tear the world apart to get what you want. I've been fighting against your kind all my life. For 50 years, I've been the one man keeping civilization alive in the West. No one else has achieved that. Not even your vaunted desert rangers. And now, you want to destroy it all? All that's left of old America? For what?
Let's face it, you were never going to give us what you promised, not after we killed your kids. This was our only option.
I'm glad you understand that this was your fault. I would have kept our bargain if you hadn't murdered my children. No, I'm wrong. Part of the blame falls to me. I should have killed you the first time you defied me. Well, I will rectify that mistake now. Marshals! Attack!
Alright, so the important thing in this fight is just to run your car straight into the tank. That takes care of the whole tank problem in this fight. So now you just have the elite troopers to kill. That's all there is left to do. And that's what makes this fight sort of silly. Let's just rally our guys to get extra AP. How come no one got rallied? Well, that's dumb. Oh, well, whatever, fine. I don't care. Let's throw a laser turret out to draw some fire. Since we're not going to get our marked target. Why did that cost no AP? Was that a lucky action? It must have been. We also don't have our machine turrets on our bar, so let's also throw out a machine turret for funsies. Alright, he's done his turn. Now it's Elira's turn. I'm sad that we didn't get a rally. Oh well. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it now. We really can't get into range of that guy. Alright, let's go. 7 AP to get there. Alright, go this way. Go, fish lips, go! Big hit. Well, that was a pretty big hit. And he can't do another one this turn anyways. I'm really bummed about that rally, actually. Oh well, let's get to cover. Over here, you get to different cover? Not really. Scotchmo could come up and shoot both these guys. It would be not the best, but we can use our special and see if we can't do a little bit of extra damage here. Then again, we could almost kill both of them. Can you get into range? shoot that guy? No, it does not appear so. Can you do... No, Scotchmo might die. Because there's nothing we can do to get into range of him. Yeah, just go up there. Scotchmo's definitely gonna go down. Maybe Cordite will get shot instead. He's got more armor. Although we do have our laser turret, right. Never mind, everything's fine. The Adamant is shooting our turrets, which is not actually the best idea for him. Let's let Fishlips handle this problem. Maybe not quite. Snipe him? Come on, dude. Alright, fine. Alright, fight's over. See, that's really not that hard of a fight.
Damn you, you wreckers. You burned it down. You burned it all down. Everything I built. Everything I worked for 50 years. Gone in a day. Ashes. Ashes on the wind. I'm too old to start again. I can't. Colorado, I hardly knew you.
Pathetic old man. A coward to the end. Are we done, Rangers? My destiny waits for me in Kansas. It's time to take my armies and go.
We're done. Thanks for the help. Follow your destiny. Just don't let your followers pillage the place on the way out.
Didn't I say I'd keep them in line? Do you think I'd go back on a promise?
Of course not. Just making sure.
I've never betrayed a trust. And, so far, neither have you. You kept your promises and dealt honorably with me. I appreciate that. In fact, you'd make good lieutenants. Why not come to Kansas with me? There'll be all the fighting you could want, and a kingdom to help rule if you come out of it all alive. What do you say?
Sorry, we're gonna stay here and rebuild Colorado.
Damn glad to hear it. Particularly since you've done so much to fuck it up.
Good. Fatten the land. Refill your coffers. One day, I'll come back to reap what you sow. So long. Destiny awaits.
Bye, Cordite. We got an achievement called Ranger. I don't actually know what that is.
They don't know in Arizona what we did in Colorado on the trail. If we saved them or betrayed them, if we did the job we went for or we failed. Hard times in Arizona with the Rangers and the settlers giving ground. To the raiders and militia, and it seemed we'd lose the good life that we found. Then Buchanan made his offer, find my kids and I will help you save your land. So we rode for Colorado, praying that he'd be an honest man. In Denver we found Valor, a son who didn't live up to his name. He turned against his father, siding with the old man's rival, seeking fame. Though he swore he'd be arrested, the boy we so detested that we failed. And he wound up being buried in a makeshift cemetery instead of jail. Then we made our way to Aspen to find Buchanan's misbegotten son. The sick old name of victory, we pulled the legs off humans just for fun. But when we got to know him, we found old Vic kinda made us laugh. So we pinned him with a star and let him ride beside us on the path. On the track halfway to Kansas, we found Buchanan's daughter make her plan to conquer Colorado with the help of desperados, gangs, and clans. Daddy wanted her alive. We couldn't kill the hive and not the queen. So she died with guns a-blazing like the hero on a Sunday silver screen. To bring Buchanan down, we recruited all the warlords of the plain. But we didn't let him pillage, cause the folk of Colorado weren't to blame. And we stayed to keep the peace, we found we couldn't spare supplies for home. So we abandoned Arizona and let our friends and colleagues die alone. We did in Colorado on the trail. If we saved him or betrayed him, if we did the job we went for or we failed. But when the winter turns to spring, the news newcomers bring, they'll know that the Arizona Rangers got lost in Colorado in the snow.
At your request, the gangs withdrew from Colorado Springs. Downtown had been ravaged in the fight, and some outlying neighborhoods were destroyed, but other parts of the city were untouched. In Broadmoor Heights, the 100 families breathed a collective sigh of relief. Once again, they'd survived the catastrophe with their wealth and their homes intact. Ironclad Cordite led his army east towards the fabled land of Kansas. There his promised kingdom awaited, or so he believed. He vanished into the rising sun, shouting a final salute to his fearsome allies, the Rangers. You decided to stay in Colorado and help rebuild, not to rule but to keep the peace and protect the people, just as the Rangers had always done in Arizona. I mean, I think I would have been ruling, but whatever. Angela Death proved an able mentor for your team. She refused to take charge herself, but her decades of experience helped you navigate some tricky situations. In the wake of the gang's attack, the refugee population rose to dominate Colorado Springs. They didn't have any love for the Rangers and they resisted you from the start. You tried to control the refugees' revenge attacks against the 100 families, but it only angered them further and turned them against you. You were left dealt with an active insurgency in Colorado Springs, and the only safe place in town was a Ranger HQ. If things were tough in Colorado Springs, the rest of the Patriarch's realm was even worse. With the old man's death, his alliance of cities and cults broke apart. It'll take a lot of work to bring them back together. Without any aid from Colorado, the Rangers of Arizona struggled to survive. At last, General Woodson ordered them to pull up roots and move on. Some of the Rangers believed that he had a plan, but if he did, he kept it to himself. The Arizona Rangers set out for parts unknown, and nobody knows where they went. In Denver, oil drilling came to an end because you destroyed the Kippers. The cities and towns of Colorado were left without a reliable source of fuel. We really made things bad, didn't we? Your actions at the Machine Commune convinced the robots to take chance on humanity by welcoming human settlers into the airport. Well, at least we did one good thing, I guess. Denver is now a safe haven for those with nowhere else to go. Run with inhuman kindness. Led by the gift, the Breathers withdrew into the Rocky Mountains. They kept their distance from the people of Colorado, moving higher and higher into the mountains as the generations passed. In time, the Breathers became a legend to the people of Colorado. Some say they were evolving into a new form of humanity. Others didn't believe that they ever existed at all. As Colorado Springs died, the city of Aspen was forgotten. The old resort town went dark forever, covered by snow, and never reclaimed. Flab and his monster army maintained control of the Bazaar, an unexpected island of stability in a region remade by you and your team. Flab took great satisfaction in the knowledge that he had outlasted the Patriarch. Once again, he had weathered a terrible storm, when even the most powerful man in Colorado had not. After Quan died and was laid to rest, a mysterious veiled woman visited his grave every year on the anniversary of his death, always leaving a 10 of hearts on his headstone. Aww. After years of loyal service, the Kodiak died of rust and hard knocks, but its AI was salvaged and continued to serve in its replacements for decades after. Yay! The Kodiak survived, sort of. After staying to witness firsthand the fall of the Patriarch, Ironclad Cordite did as he had promised to do and took the kings east, where he, at last, began his bloody campaign to rule all of Kansas. Returning back home, Mazeppi did her best to help the Rangers keep Arizona together, but without the Patriarch's promised supplies, it all fell apart, and she went back to Darwin, where she organized its defenses. In the chaos following the gang's attack on Colorado Springs, Fishlips was killed while trying to load corpses onto a butcher's wagon. His passing was unmourned. Oh, poor guy. He did a great job. In the chaos that engulfed Colorado Springs when the Rangers returned to town, Vic headed into the Waste, hoping to raise an army to take back what he felt was rightfully his. Unfortunately, his attempt to recruit some payasos ended with them force-feeding him a clown burger, which killed him. Well then. After things resolved, the Rangers noticed Scotchmo was no longer with them. They searched every bar in Colorado Springs but never found him. Some say he's been seen drinking in saloons in Kansas and points east, but these rumors are unconfirmed. With that, the story of Team November comes to an end. For good or ill, he changed Colorado forever, and his people will live with the consequences. But the story of the Rangers goes on. And that's it. We have officially completed the game. We're in the ending credits. So, as I always ask at the end of a series, if you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing. You don't have to, obviously. I'm not going to force you, because I literally can't. But we are done this Let's Play in general. Our next big Let's Play is going to be Baldur's Gate 3. There's a big patch coming out soon, hopefully, which will fix the stability issues I've been having. I'm going to try again from the very beginning, because it's going to break saves anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference if I wanted to continue my other playthrough, because we won't be able to. That's going to come up whenever the next big patch hits, and then we'll start there. For now, though, there's not going to be any videos until that happens, and I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and I'll see you guys when I return. Take care, hope you enjoyed the series, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.